you can't understand the value of being educated in that sort of environment until you've been there and you understand and get the different viewpoints and different perspectives of people. And you miss out on that if you were in, say, like a different public school or even some other private schools in the area. I think that community and, as I said before, the different viewpoints and perspectives, you get a full picture on a lot of different issues and topics. So I think that's one thing that really differentiates NCC.
I'm Glenn Herbert, and I'm an editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private schools to gain insights into their programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administrators. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
I just feel like the community is probably the biggest part. It's a very tight-knit school. It's smaller than a lot of public schools out in that area. So you're a tight-knit family. Everybody knows everybody, and the teachers are really invested in you and are very interested in, what's going on with you and want to make sure that, you feel like you're included and you're part of the family. Really, that's the biggest thing for me. I feel like going into university following graduating from Niagara Christian Collegiate, I felt a lot more prepared, and I could see, compared to a lot of my peers, I was a lot more prepared to deal with what you have to deal with in university and the style of learning that's required in university. And I think we built a lot more grit and resiliency. When I was there, I think the student body was under 250 students. So you're looking at 250 students from grade 6 to grade 12. So your class sizes are going to be a lot smaller. So I actually was in one class in high school that had 3 students in it. So you have a lot of one-on-one time with a teacher to really master a subject, master concepts that you might not otherwise get that focused time. And again, you're getting the attention you need to focus on your specific learning. So teachers will be able to see, hey, the student's really good at this, so I'm going to feed into that and let them explore that aspect of their learning, and really try to get the most out of the student. If that, I think that's one thing that really differentiates NCC. I think it's that friend that's kind of always there, because to this day, NCC is still there. It's part of you. It becomes part of you, and you're part of it. So I guess it's that loyal friend that's just always there, always wants to know what's going on, how's your life going, what's new, is invested in what's going on with you and wants to keep in touch. I feel like you really get tightly knit, partially due to the size, and like that's one of the things that really ties everybody together, is the fact that we are NCC and we're this small group of people, and everybody. That's the part that you really feel tied together. In terms of like identifying an NCC student, I feel like where an NCC student is a lot more courteous and well-spoken. That's something that I feel like when you're at like a sporting event or something like that, that's how we stand out. We're a little more, I feel like, we're showing encouragement for our team members. We're, just the way we present ourselves is a little more, gentle and courteous. Well, I don't know if this is like an implicit value, but like the teachers, like they want to build in you like a Christian faith and build that aspect of your life, that spiritual aspect of your life. Like I don't know how that's presented in brochures, but every single student, I know for a fact, like they're praying for those students and wanting the best for those students and really trying to build that spiritual aspect of their life. Like I know that to be a fact, just from my experience and what I know from my time there. They want that best for their students and trying to build that, and let the students see that too. Well, one thing with NCC, like that's I'd say different than a lot of schools, is we have a large multicultural community, and so you get to experience a lot of other cultures and get to know people from all over the world that you wouldn't get to know otherwise. So like, I don't know if that would be apparent right away. You wouldn't necessarily know that, but it's something that you can't understand the value of being educated in that sort of environment until you've been there and you understand and get the different viewpoints and different perspectives of people. And you miss out on that if you were in, say, like a different public school or even some other private schools in the area. I think that community and, as I said before, the different viewpoints and perspectives, you get a full picture on a lot of different issues and topics. So I think that's one thing that really differentiates NCC. I feel like just it would be in the personal interactions with different teachers and how they really speak into you and be like, you're really good at that, keep doing that, you're really good at it. And that's honestly probably the why I went the direction that I am for the career I'm in today, is because of teachers speaking into me and saying, hey, you're really good at that, keep that up. So in a practical sense, it's, the teachers kind of showing you that, hey, that's something you should pursue. And so that's where I am today because of words that teachers said to me. And then also, I think I mentioned this before, but teachers really wanting the best for their students and really caring about the well-being of their students and their spiritual lives, and just, as I said before, praying for them, speaking into them and encouraging them to, reach for the best. So I'd say that's really what shaped me. It's a little hard because I haven't been there in 6 years, so I don't know what changes have happened since I've been there in the last 6 years. But one thing that I feel like there would be opportunity to even further prepare students for post-secondary education. I know that when I was there, they had started what they called a university week, where they would basically alter the class schedules, alter the way classes were run to more reflect a post-secondary education and what would be expected in university, workload-wise, class layout-wise, all of that. I feel like that there would be more opportunity to push that even further, to really, as you get further along in your secondary school education, really put that more into the day-to-day learnings to further prepare students. I think I can see the school more holistically now. I can see how every single aspect of the school plays together, and how decisions are made and why decisions are made, and then just understanding better, how blessed I was to have gone there and to have had the opportunities I had in high school. I feel like I had a lot more opportunities in high school than the average student would have. Like I got to experience so much more than, the average student would have. Like I got to travel the world. I got to meet people from all over the world. I got to have a very, as I mentioned before, all the different perspectives and viewpoints of people all around the world into my education. And I think it made me a more balanced and rounded person going into post-secondary education. I've said it multiple times. The teachers really care about you. I can't overstate it. The teachers have your best interest at mind and are going to do anything to make your experience at the school the best it can be and make you the best person that you can be. They genuinely care. They genuinely care. I think I mentioned this earlier. I'd say the smaller size, the tighter knit community, and smaller class sizes, that is a major benefit to a lot of students. A lot of students don't get the attention they need in a classroom of 30, 40 people. When most of your class sizes at our NCC, I think the largest class I had was maybe 24, and that was a big class. So having those smaller class sizes gets the more focused attention and gets the best out of the student in terms of their academic potential. And then I'd say the opportunities that come from being at NCC. NCC is a very reputable school in terms of the students that leave the school. All the students that leave the school, I don't remember what the university acceptance rates were the other year, but basically almost 100% acceptance rates out of the school. And you just are going to be so well prepared for post-secondary education. I'd say more so than really most schools out there. It's hard for me because I had a bit of a different experience than a lot of students. Like I lived with my family and then, drove into school every day. A lot of students at NCC would be, living on dorm potentially. So I'd say, get familiar with the dorms, get familiar with dorm staff. Like if you can talk to dorm staff, talk to students, hear what their experience is like. In terms of around campus though, just, if you have the opportunity to talk to somebody on campus, like a student or, a teacher, hear what they have to say about the school and ask questions. Yeah, and I'd say just enjoy your time while you're there. It's a beautiful place to be. It's a beautiful campus. I think that's another thing that we're really blessed with at NCC. It's just a beautiful place to be. So I would say ask lots of questions. It never hurts to ask questions. I would say take every opportunity that's given to you. Like join every sports team if you want to. Go do everything you want to. I'd say any opportunity that's given to you, you are free to take it. Like join choir, go on every trip that you can. Like it's not like a lot of sports teams at public schools. You can join every single team if you want to. So I would say make the most of your opportunity. You know, I did every single year. I did many sports, many trips. I'd say those were the moments that made the school year the best. So make the most of it. That's really what I'd say.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.